Hi, welcome to Banjo Diaries entry number 6. Today is June 1st, so it is 5 months into the banjo journey for me, 5 complete months of playing banjo. And this month I bought a capo, which is up here. So I've said before that I'm not a fret instrument player, so I don't have a lot of experience with capos on the guitar. I do have one for my guitar, but I didn't really ever understand what to do with it. So anyway, the capo on the banjo is interesting because it only goes across these 4 strings, which means you can only go up to the 4th fret, because then you hit the 5th string and the capo doesn't work higher. So there's probably another type capo that you need if you're gonna fret higher. I don't even know how high up banjos typically fret, but the other thing that's interesting is, so like for the song I'm doing this month, I need it capoed at the 2nd fret. So you have to like tighten it, and it changes the top 4 strings, except the drone string then isn't in tune. Now, in this case, all I have to do is go up 1 step from a G to an A, which you can just tune the G string up a step. And now I'm in the key of A instead of the key of G. If you have to capo more than a step higher for this drone, the little drone string, it's not good to crank it much higher than that because it could break the string. So you actually have to get a 5th string capo, which I did not purchase this month because the song that I'm playing didn't require that, but a 5th string capo that capos on just the 5th string to match whatever key you've put it in. So that's all I've learned so far about the capo, but it's interesting. And when I'm not using it, it just hangs out up here. So I always have it with me, unlike like my guitar one clips on and off, and then you can like clip it at the top of the banjo or whatever. So I'll play the song at the end of this for you to hear. I learned Wagon Wheel, Old Crow Medicine Show Wagon Wheel, or a version of it, I should say. And it was another me playing with a recording of a group playing it, or in this case, Old Crow Medicine Show playing it. And so for me, it was fun because I felt like I was playing with people. And this one is similar to what I did last month with In Hell I'll Be in Good Company, except there's not a tough little kind of banjo solo lick in this. It's a really consistent and repetitive kind of chording strumming pattern. So I learned several chords this month. So I learned D major, although I'm capoed up, so I learned the fingering for D major. And so you have to kind of hit D major, and then E minor, and then C, which I'd already done in a couple other pieces of this month, and then back to D. Is that all of them? I thought there were 4 chords in the song. Anyway, so it's basically going between those different chords and just with various strumming patterns. So it wasn't a crazy complicated song, which I needed this month because with the end of school, I was drowning in life big time. And so I needed something that was manageable but really fun to play, and I've enjoyed it this month. I still haven't missed a day of playing. I did get sick in May, had to miss a day of school, which is really rare for me, but I still played. So my streak is perfect so far for the year, and I'm actually leaving tomorrow to go on a trip to Charleston, South Carolina, and I'm taking the banjo. And today, when I was out running errands, like, you just think, oh, I need to grab these things before I travel. On my list of errands, in addition to going to Kroger and going to, like the drugstore and the dollar store and stuff to grab a few things, I drove 20 minutes outside of our town to a neighboring town to go to a music store to get a set of banjo strings, because I thought, if I take my banjo and like if I crank the G string up to an A and it breaks, I won't be able to play for a week because I won't have a set of strings. So that's where I am at this point with my priority with the instrument. Is on my to-do list when I'm traveling is to make sure I'm set. So I've got my banjo strings in my case, I've got the tools if I have to change strings. I have tabs printed off for the song that I'm going to start working on in June, which our church is doing a Bluegrass Sunday in July, and so I'm going to learn a song for that. And so I have the tabs, but I also have a video to watch, so we'll see how that goes. And what I did this month was just, I worked on the new song, but I would go back and review ones, and that's kind of what I want to keep doing, is just keep reviewing old songs I've done, just to keep things fresh. This particular song didn't work as much left-hand technique as some of the other ones I did, and I didn't want to lose the feel for the slides and the hammer-ons. And so just kind of really being intentional, or trying to be intentional about keeping all the repertoire, all like 5 songs I've learned, but in my brain, so that I can stay fresh with them and keep them in my fingers or under my hand, ready to go. So I'm going to learn a new song next month, or this coming month, and it is a little more challenging. It involves more right hand and left hand technique, and I'm learning with it. I'll talk about it next month after I practiced it, but that there's something called a bend, which is where you slide, but as you slide, you push the string and it changes the pitch of the slide. And I need to do that in, sorry, I still have residual junk from being sick this month. I need to add this bend in, which is a new thing. So I'll be working on that this month. And the last thing that I want to purchase, I'm going to look into the 5th string capos, just so I have one in case I end up doing a song that requires it. But the last thing I really want to purchase before our Bluegrass Sunday at church is a banjo strap, because I'm stuck just sitting playing the instrument, and I want to play around with standing and just seeing how it differs, how it changes the hold of the instrument for me. This is a particularly heavy banjo, in my opinion. I mean, I haven't held a ton of them, but this one is really heavy. So I don't know if it'll be comfortable to stand or not, but I'm going to look for a strap. So it's kind of the next thing I want to buy. And then I feel like I'm, kind of getting the accessories that I need to do the instrument. So I guess that's about it for this month. It's short and sweet. So I will play Wagon Wheel. One other thing, I did mess around a little bit with singing while I was playing with this song, because with this song, it's, you have the chorus, and I thought I'm going to try singing the chorus. And it's really hard. I'm not used to singing while playing any other instrument that I play. And so I think it's good for me to start practicing that, because I think that's a skill that just takes practice. And for instance, with Wagon Wheel, when you come in on the singing of the chorus part, the timing isn't exactly what my hands are doing. Like the singing enters a little earlier, and just kind of, I have to really let my brain go on autopilot for what my hands and arms are doing in order to be able to sing in time. So I'm still working on that. I'm not sure if I'm going to sing for you today, because the timing is not still 100%, but in the future I will. It's fun, and I think it's an important skill to have with bluegrass music. So, also one other funny thing, my wardrobe, I don't have it on today, but has expanded. I now own 2 banjo shirts. People are now giving me gifts of banjo shirts, which is awesome. Somebody gave me an adorable banjo Christmas ornament, but I'm just going to keep it in our music room during the year and then put it on the tree at Christmas. But I love it. I love I don't know, it's just fun to wear. The one that my dad actually got me the shirt this month, and it says like everything, life is better with bluegrass, and it has a big banjo on the front. So yeah, I don't know. I'm still loving the instrument, and hopefully you will hear steady improvement, and I will come back next month as a more accomplished banjo player. Bye.